When this building was built, it used to be across the highway. It was moved over here in, we believe, 53. They paid for it. It was $2,500, and it was paid for by volunteers throwing a lot of firemen's balls and doing fundraising. That was through 27 and 28, so the burden on the city would be the littlest possible. So this was the 3-county fire department on opening day. It was part of Snohomish County, part of Island County, meaning Camano, and part of Skagit County, meaning like Conway. And you see this with the water tower. You can see there's the water tower there, and that was the fire station. Here's City Hall here. They moved the fire station from here to here. When they built this room up here housed 2 firefighters, 2 volunteer firefighters. And there was a kitchen where our office is now. They had sleeping quarters and then meeting rooms where they could have their meetings. If there's a fire here in town or Warm Beach or up to Conway or out on the island, they had a hand-built pump cart that they would tow to the fire, and then the rest of the volunteers would rally to it. These floors, they're fir. They don't make this cut of wood anymore. They're 91 years old. This building's actually older than the Empire State Building. I guess it was 2006. The city sold this building at auction. And so the building was moved in 53, built in 29. It was repurposed to public works in either 60, 61, or 62, depending on who you talk to. And when it became public works, this all became offices up here. In 2004, there was an earthquake out by Gold Bar, and the city determined that this building was going to be too expensive to maintain. So it was sold at public auction in 2006 to 2 firefighters, who then spent the next 3 years and remodeled it into essentially what you see. We took over the building in 2019 and kind of created what's now Stanwood Artisan Ale and Lager, which the acronym is S.A.A.L, and we pronounce that S.A.A.L. So when the firefighters started to remodel the building, the pole wasn't here, but that's where the pole was originally. There was a S.A.A.L fire station that was taking their pole out, and they were able to get that pole, which is identical to the original, and kind of recreate the history. This is honestly the coolest room in Snohomish County. The patches are kind of interesting. So when we got here, they had a bunch of patches, almost like a crown molding around the top of the upstairs room. So we just started to display them, and now people will bring in patches and we'll give them $1 off a pint. And so there's some really interesting ones. The Air Force Academy, and Harlem Zoo. So our food, everything's made from scratch except ketchup. And someday we're gonna have some Stanwood ketchup. We talk about it a lot. All the sauces are made from scratch. All the meats are smoked here. We made our own pastrami that goes on the Italian beef sandwich.
The pickles that we garnish the plate with, we make those here.
Yeah, and the bread we buy off the island. It's made fresh every day. Using her word, we just want to do pub grub that's elevated. So there's a reason there's a round bottom to a fire bucket, and it's primarily because you can direct the water at the fire more accurately. And so the water just flows with a round bucket. But then there's some other reasons too. If you're on a bucket brigade and you're passing one to the other, you can't set it down because it'll fall over. And so it carries more volume. You can't set it down. Who wants to steal a bucket with a round bottom? You can't use it on a farm to milk a cow. They tend to seat better. And when you're passing them hand to hand, and when you go, you can throw it on the ground and it rolls to go back. So you have fewer people on the return line than you do on the going line. We're a beer and wine restaurant, brew pub. We wanted to make it so families could come and enjoy non-alcoholic, alcoholic beverages, what have you. Come and have a beer.